Yo, what up, man?
Yo, thank you so much, dude.
Dude, I feel like every time we spoke, there's always something distracting me, like stream or melee. So it's nice to be able to be like real myself completely. What's up, man? How's it going?
Yeah, we finally get to throw our full focus into something.
Yeah, I'm glad you're taking up doing lessons, and I hope it helps out with whatever situation you got going on.
I mean, I'm chilling. I'm mainly doing it because I think it helped me, and I kind of want to give back to everybody. I wasn't doing it because I mean, it wasn't like Falco only. Like my mindset was to help everybody, but I think this makes a lot more sense.
I think so too, and I know personally, I know I gas you up a lot. I mean, I'm a pretty supportive person by nature. I mean, I hope you don't mind.
Nah,
But
nah, I appreciate it. Hypes me up.
I think you're much smarter than you let on, dude, and I think you're more than capable of teaching valuable things. So I'm really excited for that.
I just want everything to be high quality, and I know everyone has a different perspective on the game, and like
True, true.
there are certain people who kind of match my perspective, and I'm down to talk about it. You're definitely one of those people, I think. But some people will always just fight me on like certain topics, so it's just like, you know.
I feel like personally, I mean, this might be a little bit arrogant to say, but I think I'm really like I could put myself in the thought process of other people. Like I really kind of place myself in their mind. And when I see you play, like your Falco exemplifies a lot of the aspects that I personally strive within my gameplay. And I
Hmm.
could kind of see your ideas, and I like a lot of them. I think a lot of them are just based as fuck. So personally, I'm about it. That's why I've been like a day one fan.
Thank you. Well, when I play you, I see like basically a lot of the same stuff. I see what you're going for, but I also think like there's a part of melee where like you can hide what you're going for, and I don't think I do that very well. Like when you, like you said yourself, you can watch me and see what I'm going for and what's in my head. If my opponent or whoever else can see that, that's not like, I think that's not the best. Um, I'm learning how to hide shit. That's like a whole another story.
That's interesting. For me personally, I think it really boils down to experience. Like I know I say that shit a lot, and
Mm.
some people might see that as like a
Some people, a lot of people say that. To be honest.
John or as a crutch or whatever the fuck. But I mean, I think it's just, I mean, it's evident. The the best players in the world have been playing this game for a very long time. Mango's been playing for like 13 years, and
That's crazy.
when I think about time in this game, I think it as uh, necessary but not sufficient. Because a lot of people they get like harped on the idea that it's like, oh, but some people have been playing this game for like 6, 7 years and they're still trash. Like, what do you say about that? And it's like, yes, you're right. Just because you put in the time doesn't mean that you're going to be at that level. But to get to a certain level, you need the time regardless. And how you use that time is very important. And I think that there's only so much you could do within the time frame of a year, 2 years, or 3 years. And that's why when I did the lesson with Albert, I personally wanted to focus on just expediting and speeding up the process of learning all the nuances that I just don't have because of experience, like learning matchup specific things. And that's like what I mainly want to focus on because when it comes to like the really glaring issues in my play, like if we were to watch those games, like I could probably pick apart like, oh, I could see where I dropped the punish, or I could have did a shine on a shield, or I messed up here, or did an edge guard. Like those things are very obvious to me. It's more so
Hmm.
like the perspective that I'm lacking from not having the experience. Like maybe an option. I'm not saying that's super important. I really want to focus on so, but I don't know. Obviously, you're much more experienced than me, and maybe that's all cap. So you can let me know.
No, that all makes sense to me. I was gonna say, do you think you like structure in your gameplay? Like, yeah, sure, you can say you drop the punish, like you said, or honestly, a big thing in these games are punish game. But besides that, do you think it's structure and like seeing the mix-ups and stuff like that?
Do I think it's structure? I when I think about the game, I don't think of it in terms of structure.
Uh huh.
Maybe I'm not understanding you completely, but when I think of that term in relation to melee, I think of like having like a formula and an answer to everything and trying to always abide within that format. Um, that seems very limiting to me, and that's not really personally how I approach the game. The way I approach the game is I try to understand what the opponent's trying to accomplish, and I want to mix them up, whether it's doing something that's basically in terms of the word optimal. I don't mean
Mm.
just doing the optimal thing in terms of like what is gonna always lead to an advantage state and never lead me to a disadvantage. It's more so let me play the mix up and try to learn what's optimal to counter this specific person. Like play the player, not the matchup, kind of thing.
Okay.
But I do think the matchup obviously means a lot. Like this is like a gross oversimplification. I feel like I can go on forever.
No, no. The more you say things, the more I get a picture drawn of like where you are and where your head's at. You saying that just now kind of makes sense. In the game I saw. In terms of like you're playing the person, so that might make you go for too hard of a read or make general reads sometimes, opposed to like following a game plan. But we'll talk about that more when we get into the game.
Are you speaking about both games?
I only watched one of them. I'm not sure if it was the first or second. They weren't really labeled or anything. But you two stocked them on Dreamland.
Oh, okay. So you watched the one in which I played him on Dreamland.
Yeah.
Okay, that's interesting to me. Yeah, I played Will a lot, and I played him more than any other players. Like my main practice partner. He's
Okay.
Pretty fucking good.
You probably know how he plays.
Oh yeah, we know each other like in and out. And I also try to experiment a lot when I'm playing against him. So sometimes you'll see me go for like if we watch the Pokemon Stadium game in which I lose, you'll see that I'm trying to do certain things that don't really work out, but I'm just trying to mix it up because I play him so much, and I'm just trying to learn some new things. But yeah, the reason why I wanted to do the Falco Ditto is because I was thinking for the lesson, should I do maybe I don't know matchup I'm weaker in, like maybe do Sheik some more, or maybe a matchup that's kind of hit or miss for me, like Teach, or do some Falcons since you've been doing that a lot. And the reason why I chose Falco Ditto is because I do have Will to always practice against, so I feel like it'd be a really good way to determine how the lessons are going, because I can immediately see the results by playing him, because I play him like all the fucking time.
Yeah,
And,
that makes sense. You have access to him. That's huge.
Yeah, you've broken the most ground in the Falco Ditto too, and I feel like that's the matchup I'm most comfortable in. So.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense as well. Alright, I'm sharing my screen now. We can start with Dreamland game. We're going to go over that. You won it, so we can see things you did well, things you could have done better, and then we'll see why you lost the next game.
Okay, sure. I will say though, the game in which I lost, Pokemon Stadium, was a week ago, and this game was yesterday. And I did say I have been improving, so I feel like here, something we're gonna see more than in the other game is that I'm reacting a lot better. I feel like I'm focusing more on my opponent here versus in the Pokemon Stadium game. So that's something to keep in mind, I think.
Alright, bet. I'll keep that in mind. Alright, can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Alright, bet. So this is one of the first things I noticed off the bat. I loved the beginning of the game. You can do like a whole bunch of things. Will decided to drop down laser to like immediately get like neutral control, which is really good because he's on the floor now. The laser's out, and then like if you decide to come down, you just get hit, and then he can move up. But you decided to shoot a laser here. Wait, can you see my mouse? Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you decided to shoot a laser here, which covers him jumping to top plot, staying here, and also the second one coming to the ground covers the same thing he's doing. So you're doing what he's doing and keeping him on the side plot if he decides to stay there. If he jumped going up here, you're canceling out that jump as well because you shot it pretty high. It was like literally like around here. So that's pretty good. I like this mix up a lot. Sometimes depending on like the stage. I wouldn't do it in this stage because you have like a lot of space here, but like on Fountain of Dreams, it's kind of small. I would jump back here and double laser back. I would like short hop, fade backwards, and then shoot a laser here. But you can also fall down. You can do a lot. But I like this one because it gives you both lasers out, and you're not like moving forward. So that's super stage dependent. So keep that in mind.
Yeah, I do that on Fountain of Dreams. I do the fade back. If you were to see like a lot of my matches, I do this opening the most. It's the one I like the most. It's the immediate like super aggressive jump towards you by shooting lasers, side platform, and then falling down and shooting another one. So like, this is like my favorite opening. I do it all the time. I don't get punished for it sometimes if they just wait or they just try to call me out.
Like this one, where you like come here.
Yeah, that one exactly. That's
so
my favorite.
This one I actually don't like. I did it for a while, and people used to do it to me. I was just like super ready because once you do the short hop from here, I can react around like right here. This is like a good reaction point before you even hit the ground. And it gives me all this time before you hit the ground here to like choose what I want to do. That's why I don't like it. But if they don't shoot a laser, they don't do anything, which probably won't happen. Then you cover so much ground. That's why I like Falcon. When the game starts, he knows you're gonna shoot a laser because you have no reason not to. So Falcon will most of the time jump from like, let's say he starts here, and you start over here. He'll jump literally all the way on top of you while you're in shield, and then now those lasers don't matter that are shot. They don't matter at all. But yeah, it's just something to keep in mind.
Yeah, let me write that down.
All right, I'm recording too, so you're gonna have this.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you do a mixture of what you said, where you came from here to the ground, but you also got this laser out, and then one's gonna be here, and that's like, I'm pretty fine with this. But never like hard commit into this bubble, into this like L shape. Never commit here, I would say. Yeah, 'cause that's the corner now, and like you're falling on top of him, and he could just like CC shine like everything you do. He's at 0%. This is fine. This is something else. I think I'm not sure. 'Cause I want to watch more of you in the other game. He said this one's more recent. I think laser control is an issue against him specifically, against Will. Because you'll have laser control, and then you'll give it up to go for like a read, or you're not sure if you can approach. And then when he's shooting lasers, you're like not getting opened up at all, which is amazing. It's really good. Like he can't open you up off lasers, but you're not taking advantage of your own lasers when you have laser control.
That makes a lot of sense because for the longest time, I really struggled to try to open up off of lasers from him. But over time, my defense, because playing well and usually botting me every day for like months and months, my defense against lasers is like much better than me capitalizing on them. So that makes a lot of sense to me.
Alright, 1 sec. Talk real quick.
Hello, testing.
Alright, bet. I raised your mic, just in case. But yeah, alright, that does make sense. Because you're on the back foot a lot, so you have to counter everything he does.
I'm just I'm putting up my volume. Hopefully this is better. There you go.
Yeah, that's good. Alright, but like right here, you hit him with the laser, you have control. You still have control, you have him in shield now. He's scared. This, he was kind of late on the shine, he should have won. But yeah, it's just something to keep in mind. Like when you do a fall on top of people, you want the air really be low. That way you have frame advantage. It's like coming double jump into falling on top of him is actually really, really, really hard. Because this right here, you have this space right here. This is a whole wait timing that you have to like physically wait before you input it, and most people don't wait. You want to input it like here. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. I struggle with this too because I'm like trigger happy and I won't wait, and then and then higher aerial, then I get shined at a shield. So it's something.
Yeah. Sometimes like it's just a matter of execution. Like I'm trying to do a little aerial and I just maybe mistime it a little bit. And sometimes like it's a little bit of antsy, just like trying to get the hit on him because I don't want him to move or try to jump out of shield or do something else. Exactly.
You just feel like you're covering more, but like the reality is like you're minus on shield now, and all he has to do is jump and shine. But once you have more control, and not more control, but like once you're more cognizant of like which one you want to do, you like cut the shield in half. Hold on, let's use not this one. You cut the shield in half, and once you realize like you're either gonna do it high and then fade everything away or cross over, or do everything low and then you're gonna have more like a frame advantage to or time to move. You're just gonna have more control over the match, in my opinion. That's like every matchup.
Definitely.
Let's see. But yeah, so you have literally control of neutral right now. Everything's in your favor. And then he decides to full hop, and you're on the ground, so therefore you still have control of neutral. So right here, all you have to do, like, since he's in the air, the classic punish that Falco has to do is wait for Falco to land, and then all you do is shoot a laser here. Honestly, you shoot a laser, cover the landing, and then punish. Which is kind of hard to do for the punish part, but the laser is like bread and butter. And what you decide to do here is leave stage. So you see how you landed right on the line?
Yeah, I think maybe I was thinking he was going to go to side platform because one thing that Will does.
I can also see that.
He's very, very good at avoiding you punishing his landing. It's kind of hard to see maybe in these games, but like I don't know if you've played him, maybe you'd recognize this, but I don't know. He's like fucking drift master. I've never seen someone drift as well as he does, and like he really times the fast falls and using his second jump, like masterfully. I like for the longest time it was like bamboozling me because I would try to punish his landing, and I would try to like just really hone in on why is he able to just get away with all these jumps and I can't punish him for it. So the reason why I'm maybe backing off here is because I've lost that battle way too many times.
Yeah, you lost confidence in like punishing his landings.
Yeah.
All right. So my reasoning behind telling you this is because right now I call this like the little like a shell, or like you're in the corner. This right here. The fact that the platform is protecting you, he can't really overcommit. Like the best thing he can do if you really want to be aggressive is fast fall through the platform right here and throw out like a back air, which wouldn't even hit you at all. Can I go back? Yeah, I can. It's lit. But yeah, which wouldn't even hit you at all. That's why this positioning, like right here, is solid. I want you to. I would want you to shoot a laser here, and that would cover literally everything except for him landing on the platform. But even then, you're still in like a not a favorable spot, but in a spot to punish him if he decided to come down anyways, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But you decide to like give him more space right here, and then you try to take back the space that you already had, and that's the issue with this. This isn't bad to do at all, but I would do it when like he's closer. Like let's say he did land on the platform, and you'd recognize that, then maybe I would do it then to cover him like coming down, and you have two lasers out at the same time, which is good. But yeah, nah.
Gotcha. Yeah, this is.
This I like. Oh, hold on. I'll show you what I like first, and then I'll go back. You shoot a laser, and then you sort of move forward to show him that you're moving forward, and that sort of made him move.
Mm-hmm.
This, I don't know how you made this read, but you've made this read before, and you're giving up stage control. Like, I can tell just from the two interactions that he's super full hoppy. And like you said, you have trouble covering him coming down. And it might be like a favorable spot for Falco most of the time if he falls on top of you. But it's still hard to like catch people if they're just committing to a full hop.
Right.
Hold on. That is just a crazy read. I mean, you guys play. So it makes sense. But let's say you didn't go for that read. Let's say you shot the gun, you move forward. You should have shot the gun again, in my opinion. Like you could have approached here. Like you could have shot it and then approached, or move forward, or like just threaten anything. But let's say you stayed your ground right here, and then he full hopped anyways. You would have been here in this general area, and he would have been in the air, and it would have been once again the same situation where he has to land somewhere. Or beyond, like up here, which is still like reactable, and you don't get opened up. And then just rinse and repeat. That's like a strong punish. Like if you watch Bobby versus Ginger, one of the things that Bobby does is he's a full hop master, and Ginger just doesn't care. He stays grounded, and most of the time Ginger gets the opening because it's just so strong to cover your opponent's landings in melee. Like not even this matchup, just melee in general. You want to say anything so far or no? We can talk about anything.
Well, I agree with everything you're saying. That's actually something maybe we could talk about in a future lesson, like how to combat people that like to punish landings a lot, because really, a lot of players like to do that against Falco. I mean, Fox loves punishing Falco's landings.
Yeah.
It makes
Nah,
sense.
I mean we could talk about it. The reason I say it's hard is because let's say, let's say he's here and he didn't shoot the laser. He's just like in the air, and he can come down here, here. Probably not more than that. He can't really go back. He can go move forward. Yeah, these are like the 4 spots from a full hop. They can really fall, and then he can like
Are you
obviously.
drawing lines? Because I can't see them if you're drawing lines.
Oh, you can't see the lines at all?
No.
Oh no. What the fuck? Wait, have you not seen the lines at all ever?
No, I haven't seen any of the lines.
Bruh. No way!
I've just been visualizing them, like, wherever your cursor's going.
Oh, okay. Jeez, that's sad. Alright, hold on. Still nothing?
No lines, no.
That's so weird. What the fuck? I used this last lesson too, and it was fine. So I'm actually curious as what the hell. Hold on.
Are those lines actually on the Slippy client?
Yeah. Like not Slippy client, but I have something downloaded where like I can write lines all over the screen.
Oh well, maybe you're specifically streaming the Slippy client only.
You're 100% correct. I'm dumb.
Yeah.
Hold on, let me fix this. Going back. Change windows. I guess I'll just share the screen. That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah.
Alright, can you see everything
There
now?
you go.
Okay.
I can see it.
Sorry about that. Alright. Hold on. Okay. So from here, if Falco jumps, he can come down and these like 4 spots with his drift really. Can't really move back more than this, can't really move forward. Maybe like one more line. Like a little bit. Like right here. And like obviously he can commit to being up here. Let's fix that. Let's draw a little body that can go up here. So basically, if you keep your ground and you stay like outside this range of like right here, even here, if you're on the opposite side and he decides to full hop, he can't really fall on top of you for free. He has to land in these spots. So the best thing that Falco can do is like shoot a laser on his landing, and even then, he can't really get in after that. Especially if you shoot a laser on him coming down, he won't get that laser for free, like at all. You shoot a high laser, it'll cover him coming down, and the hard part here is actually getting a full opening off of it. Because you have to laser shine, you have to be like super dumb close in front of him. You can laser up tilt, but then the timing is like, you have to turn around for the up tilt, and the up tilt has to like go through frames to come out. That's why it's hard. But that is the optimal punish. Like if you can get close enough, like Mango does it all the time, you'll see it. If you can get close enough, then it's like perfect. The higher the laser, and then you can just scoop him from underneath with a shine or an up tilt. This is really good. Now, if you're far away, if you don't move forward with that laser, you still have control of the floor, and you can shoot another laser now, and now you have him probably in shield or in laser stun, and like that's the best situation you can ask for. And he's not on the floor, in the air anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Oh shit! You really couldn't see these lines. I'm pretty sure it's in the recording, anyways. Hopefully, I'm pretty sure it's in there. So you'll see it when I go over it.
Okay. Are you streaming this on Twitch or is it?
No, I'm not streaming. I'm just recording it. That way, you can have it, and I can put it on my Patreon.
Sweet.
That's sort of what this laser even did for you. He did this. Then he had to come down or go on the platform, and he decided to come down, and that laser did that for you. It was just the timing was off. If you waited a little bit, it would have did literally that for you. And even though you didn't commit to being in that spot where he can come down, you could have shot another one and then punish this. Like it just does so much, But I do think your issue right now is lasers. I'm gonna say that for now. It's a pattern I've noticed in this match at least. Like this was good. You shot a laser. And then right here you could have shined. But you like waited a little too long. But the general idea of like shooting the laser and moving up is there. And I think that's really good. Even that was perfect. Besides you drifting a little too much, like you did your pressure, up tilt, and then you do how do I say? You would do like a small little jump back, like the mango turnaround laser, where he just jumps back just a little bit from like here to like here, just enough to avoid this hitbox, and then get a move out, get a laser out, and then like punish this. And that's like ideal in like a lot of matchups even.
Is it just me? But like I feel like
What's up?
if you're playing someone who's like really good at out of laser hit stun options, it makes me think, because like there's a lot of situations where I just feel like I'm not fast enough. So like even if I did that like turnaround laser there, I would have laser control and I would be able to like try to throw a mix up out. But to me that doesn't translate into like immediate guaranteed punish if I do that laser. I feel like he still has time to maybe react by jumping immediately after a laser hit stun or moving forward into stage. Is that not true? Or like what's the distance in which you're thinking, okay, this should be a guaranteed punish every time?
Okay, so now I would agree with you if we were in like a frame perfect world, because if a Falco is in shield here, let's say this is shield, and you're over here, let's say, and you shoot the laser. Let's make the laser like yellow. Why not? You shoot a laser. Now this person, actually, you know what? Let's say take laser. Not even in shield. Let's say just take laser. Now this person has to decide like, all right, I'm gonna take this laser, and then like dash back or shield or full hop after the laser, and then what you do is just shoot another laser, and it's just like, all right, well, do I do the same thing again? Like how do I say it? It's never really guaranteed on what you're gonna do. They always have to deal with your lasers, and that is so powerful just because now he doesn't know when you're gonna approach, and that factor itself, he'll never be ready for to counteract you every single time. And the way lasers work, just so you know, the lower your lasers are, in general, the more frame advantage you have on your opponent. The higher the lasers are, the less frame advantage. And the way that works is because, let's say you shoot a high laser, and the laser is like, whoops, hold on. Let's say you shoot a high laser at this stick figure, and the laser's like this high at their head, and it hits them. Now you are still in the air, not on the ground, and you have to get to the ground now. And by then, they already went through all their stun, probably, and they're dashing back, and like they're doing stuff now, and that's like way too much. You're not gonna get your punish. But if that laser is like, super low, like I'd recommend it like feet, maybe like knees height. That'd be super lit because now you're closer to the ground. You're literally landing at the same time your laser comes out. And they have to go through their, I believe it's like 12 frames on shield and like 8 frames on body. They're actionable frame 8. And that's like a lot of frames. And then you just get your shine or your up tilt or your grab, and like now it's a strong mix up just because the laser's low. This situation is super strong against Sheik, just so you know. If Sheik is like trying to spam forward tilt for days, but you shoot that laser low, she's gonna eat a lot of shit because now you just like laser there and it's kind of guaranteed.
Okay, so this leads me into a slightly different, like off-topic subject. But basically, when it comes to establishing laser control in the Ditto, for me, it seems like high lasers are pretty good to interrupt their jump before a laser.
Yep.
And then at that point, it becomes like sort of a mix-up game if they want to reestablish laser control. Although, I mean, I guess like you can maybe elucidate this a bit more for me. So when I'm in the Falco Ditto, particularly against Will, I'm usually shooting high lasers so that he can't dish out any lasers. And then once I have the laser control, then maybe I'll be a little bit faster and maybe shoot mid lasers. And then when I'm going for a punish, we could talk about low lasers. But Will, he tends to do this thing where like he recognizes that I'm going to shoot high laser, and he like perfectly times a falling low laser to like go over like underneath my high laser. And so like at that point, it's like I'm not necessarily able to think about laser heights on punishes because I'm just thinking, how is he going to mix me up in this situation? So in this situation, when it comes to the punish, I definitely agree completely. Going for that low laser to get the punish afterwards, so you have frame advantage, makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, you can capture a lot of people like that.
I'm just kind of explaining why sometimes I may not be like presently thinking about doing the lowest laser because I've just been so focused on
high laser.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you say that he does a low laser, conveniently when you do high laser, is the high laser still hitting him, but he's getting his laser out?
Sometimes, sure, but I think maybe we could find a specific situation in one of the games. But
yeah, I'm gonna show you something. I'm gonna pull something up. I just wanna see if that was the situation. Hold on. Let's see if I can find this. I think I actually have it bookmarked. Yeah, I think I do. Because it's such a big thing in like the Ditto. Just one sec. Yeah, lasers in the Ditto. Perfect. So, this basically shows you the ways you can counter the lasers and like how things go. I think you're talking about this one, where is this the speed? This is seconds. Wait, is this it? Yeah, it is it. All right. So this one, like, is not low, sure. But do you see how he jumped? He tried to shoot another one, and he jumped into it, and now you're like going through your jump squat still, or not jump squat? Well, yeah, it is jump squat, and he's getting another one out, and now you have like laser control.
Yeah.
Is that like sort of what's happening? And like,
Will's really good at doing that. What
okay.
The vanilla Falco just did.
Yeah, this is a thing. This is like an actual thing. So basically, if both of you shoot a laser, and the other one jumps a little too fast, you just get caught, and now the other one has laser control. And a way to counteract this a little bit is you can shield. There's another example over here. You can shield, and then shoot another one back. This is something else I'll show you in a bit. This is pretty like, I don't know how I feel about this. I've done it, but I don't like it. But it's a thing. It's a thing. I think this is an example of it.
What are you? What is like your default? Like, how are you setting yourself up when it comes to laser control? Are you like thinking, I'm gonna first start with high laser and then kind of work from there, or what's your thought process when you go into a Falco?
I usually check people, and I let them laser me. I literally, this is pretty. It can be bad because unranked or whatever it may be, but this is what I've been doing lately. I'll literally sit there and I'm like, all right, how good are you at like hitting the laser and punishing me after the laser? Like, how guaranteed can you make your punish from laser? And most people, they'll shoot the laser, they'll run at me, and then I'll spam shine and they get shined. Something that a good player, would do is they'll shoot the laser. It'll probably be low, and that's where the low laser comes in, and then they'll get their shine before I get my shine out. And now I'm shooting low laser back. Now I'm shooting a high laser to stop them from shooting lasers. It really depends what they want to do. I'm focusing on what they want to do, and then what kind of laser I have to shoot to fit the situation.
What are your thoughts on really fast lasers versus just kind of normally shooting lasers at whatever pace you would find like the average Falco doing? Because like there's some Falcos that are really keen on just shooting and dishing out lasers as soon as they can, like really quickly.
Okay, so somebody's like spamming fast lasers. it's your job. Like, the lasers don't matter per se. What matters is what happens after the laser. Like let's say like this clip is actually perfect for this. If he shoots the laser and comes in, and then you can move out of the laser, and then you can punish. But if he decided to stand there and shoot a whole bunch of lasers, I don't have to move anywhere. I don't have to do shit. All I have to do really is either shield them, prepare myself for so when you might come in. If I mentally decide like that you're just gonna sit there and shoot like 9,000 lasers, then I'll try to take one and go to a side platform up here, and then now I can like wait for a laser to pass me by. Wait for a laser to pass me. That was horrible. Hold on. That's fine. Hold on. Yeah, sure. It doesn't really matter. I just want to get in here. Yeah, I can wait. I can wait for a laser to pass me by while I'm up here. And then come down after that laser, and take laser control back from the Falco, and that's like huge. That's also why it's really good to shoot high laser, to not let people jump out of shield, because it stops them from shooting a laser, stops them from doing aerials at you, and stops them from jumping out of your laser control. And that's why it's like so broken. Everyone relies on the high laser first, but obviously it loses to literally just running at you and not doing anything.
Right.
Yeah, but that's why it matters on like what kind of lasers this person is doing.
Okay.
Does that answer your question, sort of? Lasers are so nuanced that like there's no specific answer. It all comes down to what type of lasers your opponent's doing.
Yeah, I mean, there's like my thought process on establishing laser control changes depending on the distance, too. Sometimes, I mean, I think it's basically your how do I articulate this? I think from a distance, your priorities off laser are different than if you're at a mid-range versus if you're really close to them. And I think it'd be interesting to get into what those priorities or objectives are. So the way I think about it, just kind of intuitively right now, thinking about that, is like from a distance with laser control, I'm really just trying to take space, because there's no way I'm going to be able to capitalize off a punish from a long distance. I'm really just trying to take the space. That's how I view it personally.
Yeah, it's like definitely Falco. He needs to like get close on his terms.
And then the mid-range is all about determining the mix-up as far as like, are they going to choose a really good out of laser hit stun option and they're going to read my timing on the approach really well, or am I going to try to break the space a little bit more and bait them out? And if I'm really close, and I'm thinking the low laser punishes and stuff like that. So do you think I'm missing anything there, for generally speaking?
Okay, so thinking about this now, the way you said it. So let's say, yeah, I agree that like if a person's like over here, and then the other person's on like the other side of the stage, the goal is to meet here. Like on, you know, this Falco right here wants to get to the other side on his terms, and you want to get to him on your terms. You both are looking for the same thing. And of course, shooting a high laser stops him from shooting the gun or coming at you with aerials. And if you're a little closer mid-range, shooting a low laser will give you a frame advantage to start your pressure. But if you are like you said, like a little closer, like let's say someone's like here, and the other person's like right here, this is where lasers lose their advantage, in my opinion. Lasers are not good here at all. Like there's this spacing. There's like at least I drew them kind of big, the characters, but like there's a big chunk of space, like maybe even more. Like I could have put him like over here, and that's still fine. But from here in this distance, lasers aren't the best. You can kind of get punished for them, because if somebody just tries to shoot a laser, you can wave dash forward, shine them for it. You can wave dash forward to them for it. You can take laser up tilt in time. You can take laser full hop out. If you decide to short hop and then he lasers you while you're in the air, you can even full hop out a laser. Like there's just a lot of counterplay close up like this, because the laser's not the best here. They're better to get into this range, and then once you're in this range, you're playing sort of like the RPS of like, will he shoot laser? Will he area at me? Will he try to back up or move up?
Gotcha.
Does that help you at all?
Yeah. I think that it clears up a lot of things, or it just kind of reaffirms certain thoughts I had. So that's cool.
I think I can show you like these clips. I think at this point you might want to see them, right?
Yeah, you could send me that. I'll check it out later.
Okay. The one where you jump out of laser is actually broken, by the way. Like, that one's kind of insane. You see this? The way this works, this little flowchart, check this out. So you know how Falco's backflip makes his body go horizontal? I'll show you how that looks. This frame right here, you see how his body is horizontal?
Yeah.
That's because he's doing a backflip from his short hop. And that helps the laser go under you. And then you can shoot a laser back at the Falco and take control. This is something I'm like dabbling into now. And I haven't like really been put in a situation to use it, but I have done it. And let's say that laser hits you, because like that's such a crazy thing. And like, what if the laser actually hits you? Then you start doing this. It's like, all right, it hit me. I fucked up. I'm gonna go up here now, and then he came down, and he's probably gonna shine because Falco is like brain dead. And then you can come down and punish that, or you can short hop off and do a double laser reversed to keep him in the corner. You can just handle the situation from there. Like, the whole point is that you didn't get opened up.
What are your thoughts on sometimes what I'll do that works against a lot of Falcos is I'll do the long distance retreating laser, and the timing of that will allow me, because like if they're dishing out a laser either approaching or standing, and they do that at like a mid height or even the high height, which a lot of Falcons like to do, I'll do the long distance retreating low laser, and like the timing of that will just work out perfectly, where my laser hits them after their laser hits me, while I'm already able to dish out a laser acting upon the hit stun that I've already did, just simply because my laser hit them after they hit me. Does that make sense?
So what do you mean long distance low laser? Like, what do you mean retreating long distance laser? Like,
I just mean like when you do a turnaround laser, it's like the long distance turnaround laser. Like you're really drifting.
Oh, okay. You're drifting with your laser and you're going far.
Yeah.
I'm not a big fan about that one, only because I'm giving up so much stage, and the whole point of Falco is to take stage. And I'll only do that if I'm like assuming they're gonna like approach me, like literally come on top of me, from above in any way, like this. That way I can like go from here to like all these threatening me and being scary, to like super duper over here, and have a laser out. And then I handle the situation like how I want, and I didn't get opened up. The whole point like is that I didn't get opened up. But if I like backed up not full but did a mid and did up here, now I'm in position to still have the laser out, and then now I'm like in a better position to punish on the landing. So I think this right here is just super safe, and that's like not wrong, but like you do want to punish, right? I don't think you have much to lose by standing here, as long as you handle the next situation accordingly. Like, that's the whole goal. And from the safe spot, you can react. Like, this is a whole distance, or you can react to what they do here. You can look at them. If it feels better. But if you want to like try it and still get the punish here, you can.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, against Marth, I would probably stay safe. Against Spaceys, I would probably stay here, because now I'm closer to them, and all they can like Falco right now. If I stayed here, all he can do is shoot a gun, or like I don't know. He can't do much. He can't do a lot of things that are threatening compared to you already being on the ground and he's falling on top of you. He can come down with a laser, but even that laser you can take it. It's still a good amount of range to take it in up tilt, take it in like. Way dash forward, probably shine him before anything can happen. You can do things. But Marth, if he comes down on top of you with a fair, and you move back to like here, like that can still actually hit you. he can like way dash forward smash. He can way dash forward down tilt and take space, and like it hits you and knocks you down. It's just a lot. a lot that can go wrong versus like Spacey's being here. Yeah, that's in my opinion on that.
I have so many other questions, but I feel like we're not going to get to this VOD if we do.
Well, yeah, the whole point here is to like nitpick a situation, even if we didn't get through it. The fact that I patched up a hole or put a concept into you to work on, that's like my goal here. But I'll continue. Oh, this is something else I noticed Falco's mess up. This game's really deep. I'm sure you know already, but like, we can stay here for days talking about like everything. Alright, peep this. You get him off stage, and you just have to cover sweet spot the ledge first, like side B. And that's fine. But once you see this fire right here, I think you could have reacted and did instead of shine stalling here for like a back air to him going the ledge, or him potentially going straight. That's what this shine stall into a back air covers. I think you could have did double lasers and shot him down to like here, and then he would have tried to side B probably or up B, and then the first laser would have been here and the second laser would have been here, and now he would have probably been like here, and then you grab ledge again, and then now the edge guard is just easier for you.
Yeah, that's really good. Usually, I've learned like his habits when it comes to recovery. He really likes to go for like the really high angle to grab ledge. So this shine stall is bad for me. Normally what I would do in this situation is I would just sit on ledge, refresh, because he's not going to sweet spot it. He's going to go for stage, and he's probably going to do that really high angle, and then I would just back air him. He's dead.
Now, do you know why he's going high most of the time?
Well, back in the day, I used to always assume that he was going to go straight for ledge, and so he just started abusing going high because then he would just go to ledge for free. Do like this late back air that wasn't covering shit. But now that things have changed, I don't know what I'm doing here. I couldn't tell you. But normally what I would do in this situation is just sit on ledge
and refresh,
and try to react to whatever angle he does. And if he goes straight to stage, then I'll play the mix up differently next time. It's kind of the first talk of the game. So.
All right, I like that. But what I do want to put like that's a really good answer, and I'm like 100% okay with that. But I want to put in your mind the reasoning. Like, why is he going high? Like, yeah, sure, you guys have history. But you've been holding ledge. Hold on. You've been holding ledge and refreshing and threatening the fact that you're gonna stay there. So he's not gonna go there because like he sees you there. He's like, no, you're there. I can't go there. And I'm sure he's afraid of the back air that you can do from here because it covers like you cover this general area. So he's gonna go high. And then now it's up to you to think about, all right, so I'm covering this and I'm threatening it. How can I abuse that? How can I abuse the fact that like I'm showing him this thing and then he's reacting this way? And you do. You're making him go high. He can't do much, and then you're probably waiting for him to get to like this height, and then back airing him, and he's dead. But just keep in mind that that's the reasoning because the fact that you're like threatening the fact that you're gonna hold ledge.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Now, if you stayed on stage instead, and he was like in a situation, you can probably punish this with lasers and like make him go lower and lower and lower because now he was gonna initially probably go high, or he might try to go here and you can laser this. Just the fact that you're facing forward and on stage because you're showing him this, you know what I mean? Now another thing you can look at, another way you can look at it. I'm saying a lot. It's just a lot of things that can happen here, but
no, I agree.
Now let's say you're not facing forward and you're facing this way. It's like, all right, well, obviously you can't shoot the gun because you're facing the wrong way. You can probably back air. You can probably back air him, so he's not gonna go straight because he might be afraid of the back air. You can probably full hop back air, so he probably might not go high, but he might challenge you. But another thing that generally facing this way that people do is wave that back to ledge and grab ledge. So in a way, you're still threatening ledge without being on ledge, and that's a big thing because he might go high anyways, and now you're still on stage covering the angle. That's just something to think about.
So I feel like everything you're saying I completely agree with, and those are all mix-ups and thoughts that I've kind of gone through.
Mm.
The edge guarding where I feel like in terms of edge guarding where I lack the most, and Will gets the most leverage off of me, mainly just because I just choose the wrong options, or not from his up Bs. Because from up Bs, I deal with them perfectly fine. I usually can kill him or
Okay.
edge guard decently. Just like the basic mix-up. Sometimes I'm wrong, sometimes I'm right, but for the most part, I'm threatening those options. Whereas I lose a lot in which he tries to side me, and I think it's because my decisions after or reacting to them side B are just not optimal. So like for instance, if I'm standing on stage and I'm lasering them and they're a little bit lower than he's at right now. So like for instance, let's say I do laser where he's at right now and he drops down. He's not gonna up B again, he's probably gonna side B. And usually I shoot another laser here just kind of out of habit. And I think now I'm realizing it's bad because they start spamming the side B, and it becomes very hard to react to, like a forward tilt or like a down smash sometimes. Like he can just sometimes mix up his timing with the side B where he just hits me, and it becomes really annoying. And maybe it's just there's a much simpler answer. I'm kind of curious what your thoughts are.
Okay. So this situation is a common Spacey situation in both Spacey matchups. If you laser him here, he'll drop here or here, and he can side B to be safe. If he goes here, he can probably side B and try to hit you, which most Spaceys do because it's cheesy, and they get a knockdown, and they get on stage, blah, 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 blah. It's hard to react to as well because net play. So, if you shoot a laser here, you can commit to shooting a laser here. But if you do that, he can go low, and you can't really do much other than like try to down smash him, and that's like, if you do it before he launches, it can hit. But if you do it late, it won't hit. And that's an issue. That's the issue there, and that's the mixer you're playing. But if he does decide to be at the mid height here, you can down air. I like to do nair here. The down air will kill him or make him grab ledge, depending on how close you are to the ledge. If you're like where I drew the stick figure, he's gonna hit this pink spot and slide off and grab ledge. That's like the common thing that's happened to me. So I'll like laser down smash people. Or if I think they're gonna do, they come at me, I'll try to, and I'm like at this distance, I'll try to do nair because it stays out long enough. There's enough frames in that nair to send them back out with no jumps, and that's a pretty favorable spot for me. Mango, he really likes to hold shield. He holds shield because they'll side beat through him, end up like here. And then this is super punishable because now there's not a lot of lag, but there's enough lag for you to shoot a laser and get a free punish off of that. Which actually happens in this match, and you don't take advantage of it. We can get to that.
Either that, or I feel like if he's even closer, he'll read that shot shield to finish.
Hold on, I want to see something. Okay. Also, yeah, I know you didn't mean the shine back air isn't like the best thing you could have did there versus him specifically, but you also, instead of the forward smash, the forward smash wasn't a bad option, but like his drift and the timing of everything was like you could have did something a little easier.
Okay. So
he goes high, and then you could have landed on stage to prepare for the angle that he gave you. Hold on. Like, yeah, you land here, and you notice him, like, where he is. Like, here, at this distance, he can't go anywhere. Like, it's kind of over for him. He can go here, here, here. Like, that's it. You see where I'm getting at?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can just wave edge back, grab ledge here. Like, on reaction, in my opinion. Because he can't go anywhere. Like, it's kind of over. So that's something you want to notice. This drifts.
I guess, yeah, well, the thing is with that is, I mean, melee is really fast, right? Trying to
react fast.
Is pretty difficult, and if he's just like a couple pixels to the left, then maybe he might land on stage instead. And so, like, I'm not sure. I guess I might be thinking is he going to go to stage because I'm not reacting properly or not thinking about the fact that he only has ledge there in that situation? So perhaps why I didn't immediately go for that.
I agree with you, but I think like the angle he chose was like really steep, and that's why like the decision could have been made. Like the circle I drew here and here would both kill him, but if he did it the B and ended up here somehow, like he would have had a lot more options to mix you up.
Really, that middle circle, you don't think he can land from stage?
Definitely not. It would look like he can get on stage, but like he'd die. It's like the super steep one. But yeah, this one's ambiguous. This one I can't even blame you. But this, I would definitely grab ledge 10 out of 10 times.
Okay.
But I can't blame you. Like it's fast game. Just forward smashing and like trying to catch the drift that would have happened. Like here is like a huge. Like that's definitely the mango.
Yeah, he fast fell it, right? That's why I missed.
Yeah, he fast fell it. He fast fell it. And I think that the forward smash, it just took a little too long for everything to happen. Like forward smash is not a fast move. Like down smash probably would have hit. In your pressure, by the way, I recommend adding in just double shine. Just add it in like 10% of the time. Play around with it.
I really want to add double shine. The problem is that the reason why I stopped going for it, and it just requires me practicing it, but on the box it's really fucking annoying because I do it a little bit too quickly, and I would say about like, I don't know, like 5 out of 10 times I get stuck in shine and double shine. Just because it's really like the buttons on the box are so close to one another that I do it too quickly. I have to practice that more, but I absolutely agree. I used to love doing double shine like a lot.
Yeah, it just covers so much. So I found out that like, yeah, we all know Falco's jump squat is like fucking crazy. It's horrible. But the fact that it's horrible, how do I say? So Sheik players, right? Sheik players, you'll aerial their shield, then you'll shine, and they're looking for that first shine as a cue to narrow the shield. Because when you shine, you're gonna jump out. Like what else are you gonna do? You can double shine, and that's why double shine is strong. But you can't do much else. You're either gonna double shine or you're gonna aerial, and that's the mix up you're playing. If you decide to do the aerial, you gotta go through 5 frames of jump squat. You're airborne the 6th frame, and then Dare has a 5-frame startup, and I think Nair has like a 4 frame or 3-frame startup. That's like way too many frames compared to like Sheik's 3-frame startup being airborne in frame 4, and then having a 3-frame startup in Nair. Like it's a lot of numbers I just threw at you, but basically it's just way faster for Sheik to win in this situation. And if you double shined, the double shine will beat the Nair of the shield. And you can follow that concept in every matchup, where if you decide to do the aerial after shine on shield, most people can move out of shield, and that's why double shine is like broken, because it beats them trying to be active.
Yeah. I think the times in which I like double shining immediately comes to me as the option I want to use is when I play against people that like to spam grab after like, the first hit on shield, whether it be shine or an aerial.
Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot of situations where they like to spam certain options immediately after you hit them on shield, like double shine becomes pretty broken.
Yeah, I agree with that. Especially Will. Will, from the looks of it, he likes to try to like do something ASAP as soon as possible. He wants to jump back in the game. So double shine would be insanely broken versus him.
I agree.
Nice. Ooh, fucking money. Look, you even used it right there. Look, he lasered at you, you're like, nah, I'm not playing this game. I'm not playing this game at all. If the ability runs out, he aerials, and you take advantage. And that's it. I was impressed by that down tilt, by the way. That was like insane awareness, if that you were going for that.
Yeah. Sometimes I'll have like these crazy moments. Trying to make him.
Oh, he pressed the button though, but still.
Yeah.
It was nice.
He probably could have shot out of shield me for sure.
I think he was just scared. He wasn't really sure what you were gonna do. Oh, this is the side B I was talking about.
Yeah, I could have lasered right there, right?
Yeah, you could have just took advantage. You did a really, really good job. Like, good shit on holding down here. Because now it won't knock you down. And that's, like, perfect.
Mm-hmm.
Now it doesn't knock you down. You're still in hit stun, hit stun, hit stun. Actionable. This is the second frame I'm being actionable right now. Now, you can start your jump squat first. Because he's still in lag. And it's about to end for him. You start your jump squat first. And then you get your laser out. Everything happens first for you. Since he's still in, stun. He even got to move forward, and you're kind of still standing there.
Can we go back for a second just to see what led to him doing the side B?
Okay.
Okay, yeah. So that's something he loves to do is the wall jump side B.
Mm-hmm.
It's really hard to react to that, and like you have to be like basically doing nothing, expecting him to wall jump side B. I feel like. I
agree with that. It is like a hard thing to do. Cover on a mix up of this. Like, not a mix-up, but, like, how do I say? Another way to do what he just did is people grab ledge, just do nothing, then jump back for, like, a split second, then side B. All this is right here is a timing mix-up of the side B. Like, he can immediately side B, he can jump back and wait a beat, side B. He can just mix up the timings. And the fact that he went through a whole wall jump, made this a one beat. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why it's like the wall jump is all cool and flashy or whatever, but like that's just making this a one beat side B. Because he could have jumped back inside B and it would have been the same timing.
Yeah, I started using that shit on ranked. It's kind of broken. Like a lot of people don't know how to deal with it. But.
Yeah, I mean you got to be ready. You're exactly right. Like you said, you have to be doing literally nothing to be ready for this shit. A lot of the time, that's why people shield. They shield at ledge. They just shield and wait for the person to see what they do. Like, if somebody grabbed ledge and I was shielding here, I'd probably wait dash forward and then hold down to wait for the double lasers. And even if he side B'd, I'd still be holding down. Then you get the punish over here. He can't really do much just because you're low percent. But he can get back for free, and that's like a reality. Like, that's okay. There's a reality where it's just okay. Even against Fox, especially.
Yeah, I think the holding shield idea by ledge, that's something I've experimented with too. Also, sometimes when I'm just trying to CC, like whatever he's trying to do, maybe like double laser from ledge. But Will is also really good, like I said, with the drifting. So he'll like, if I'm not like perfectly spaced, he'll drift the double laser kind of far back or too far forward, where like he won't even be within like CC shine range, and he can like, up tilt or do something. Like he's really good at that too. So
okay, I would have to see that. I'd be super down to see that. Really? Like, how far do you think he'd go? Like, let's say he decided to double laser here. Not even. Yeah, the drift. How does the drift look? Or where does he end up? Like here?
Yeah, you can end up there sometimes. Kind of crazy.
Huh. I feel like that's just super not safe, and you can definitely deal with that in a certain way. I would have to see it. I would have to see it.
It's usually when I'm like hyper focused on CC shine, he'll go for like the really far drift forward or really far drift back if I'm not as close to ledge. And
yeah, he'll jump over you.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Like from his part, that makes sense. All right. Hopefully, I see that. I'd rather see it. That way, I can troubleshoot. Oh, you could down it again.
So I was thinking, just to jump.
Nice, really good ledge dash. See, look, once again. Look, he shoots his laser. You take it, and he shoots one more. Not even. I thought you took this one. You took literally the first one. You just jumped out. You take laser, jump out. And he's like, I'm gonna get in for free. And then no. You just counter him. He even walks forward. That's how confident he was.
I dare though. I feel like
yeah, it's hard. Once again, I think you don't always have to go for the low dare, but at least fade it back. Only because like if he decides to try not to shield you, you can punish that. You can take advantage.
Can we see? Oh man, we don't have that much time. Maybe I should just.
No, I mean it's fine. I'm chilling right now. I have a lesson at 7, so I have like an hour to kill. I'll just keep talking to you for a while.
Okay. Yeah, I'm just sensitive to your time, so you just let me know.
I'm super chilling.
Okay, so basically, I want to see why I rolled there to begin with, because I also think it's a bad habit. Like, I feel like, you see there when I initially roll, like, he's facing the other direction. I feel like it's a prime opportunity to just up tilt bear, or just try to set up a situation where I read his full hop out of the corner, or just jump in the corner.
Let me see.
So I do this ledge dash, and then I just roll, and I'm just like...
Okay, so here's option select. You both came at each other at the same time, and that's like unreactable. Because you're like deciding what you want to do, and he's deciding what he wants to do. You both threw out RPS. He decided to laser in, and you decided to ledge dash buffer roll. Do I think you could have reacted to him being close to you and shined? I think so. But I think at that same moment, you decided to press shield, and you can't really do anything besides shine at a shield. So it's a really, like, unreactable situation. Like, you both kind of threw out RPS. I'm going to label it as that. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I think I need to maybe recognize that sometimes it's just really just RPS. You just can't do anything about that.
Yeah, like, if you knew he was going to be there, like, obviously, you would have done the thing. But you didn't, and that's fine. The best thing you can do is react to, like, what happened after. Which is, like, he's here now, and that's it. Like, instead of being here, instead of, like, rolling, you could have recognized that he's here, and then jumped out of shield and, like, turn around lasered. Or just wave dash forward, and then laser in place, just to keep him generally in the corner. And then play that game. But it's fine. Even the roll is perfect, because, like, you grab center stage from him. At the end of the day, that's what you want. This hits me all the fucking time.
I hate it.
Yeah. I think, hold on. In that situation, the general idea is to, how can you get a reaction out of him? Like, all he can do right now is pick left, right, regular get up, or press A and do get up attack. Like, that's all he can do. So you need to think about how to, like, pump fake him, how to, like, just get a reaction out of him. I think that this short hop literally does that. It makes it look like you're gonna come up. But he was super patient. I'm assuming he's like, you guys have been in this situation a lot, and it is a common Falco Ditto situation.
I think maybe I'm just thinking about what I should have done differently. I think sometimes I think about what Will would do, because I think he does those situations really well. But maybe full hop, so that I have time to throw in another mix-up with the double jump and react to if he just waits, and if you roll, I can cover it with the fast fall. Because if I were to try to react maybe by falling down on your platform and maybe doing a bear, it wouldn't really work with much at that percent, even if I reacted perfectly. Like, I'm not gonna really get too much.
Well, I think that, hold on, let me go back. I think you have a lot of options here, actually. Just because the positioning. Alright, so from here, he's here, and your goal here is how can you bait him? Well, this is kind of rough. He's not even on the floor yet. Hold on. Let me see if there's a frame I can find. Or, like, this is good. Yeah, honestly, I think you should have waylanded onto the platform. Just because he wasn't fully knocked down yet, and he couldn't do a get-up attack, he couldn't do anything. But you could have wave landed and stayed close. You could have stayed, like, here and then shielded and then, like, baited something out. Or, like, make him decide. Because now you're in shield, and he's on the floor, and he has to do something eventually. Even if he decides to do nothing, the game will force him to get up, like, naturally.
You don't like the full hop from side plat?
I do, but now you're on the timer. Now you're in the air, and you have to come down eventually, and then you double jump, and you still have to come down eventually. And the game, and like, he's doing nothing. You know what I mean?
Alright.
Like, I've done that before. That's why I've done it before, and then like they still just do nothing, and then get up attack me anyways. And now I have no jumps, and I get hit by get up attack.
Well, the thing is like, if I just full hop, and I save my second jump, I could just bait him out by fast falling, then jump right before I hit him to maybe avoid the get up attack. So I feel like he needs to play my mix up, where if he wants to just wait there, maybe I just fall on top of him immediately, or maybe I just double jump instead.
I agree with if you can pump fake him with falling down and double jumping back up, and then that might make him want to do it. But I've definitely played to people that like don't care and literally press nothing, and then like that's
but then
it.
You just hit them, right?
No. Now I get hit. Now I get hit. It's just not fun. All right, something else that you can do. This works. This is a mix-up. It is. I'm not telling you not to do it. I'm just telling you that it can go wrong. There's definitely an option to beat it. Something else you can do. You can full hop. You can fast fall through the platform, and that fast fall looks like you're gonna fall on top of them, and it's also enough to bait them to press the button. You can also do what I said here. You can also from here go to the floor, and then since this is kind of a stretch, but you can definitely get the punish. If you're on the floor on the platform, they're on the ground. If you're like here, let's say that he's here, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you're here, or here, you can react to go up here, and you have to run forward, and then jump to cover this one. From here, you can do this, and then this, and then same thing over here. You can go up, bam, and then run forward, and then go and do this. You can follow that principle on this platform from the ground, and then that's like you can react. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I'm just helping you. I don't want to lock you into like a timer. That's what it feels like, because you double jumped and now you have to land eventually. You know what I mean? I just want to have a more consistent answer where like they're dealing with you, you're not dealing with them.
The reason why the full hop comes to mind is because when I do this situation well, he does the full hop and then he'll bait me out sometimes. And even if I just wait, he'll start mixing and just hitting me without the double jump. And if I do the get up attack and he has burned the double jump, and I do the get up attack after he does the double jump, and I'm just calling him out hard on his mix up, he drifts just barely out of the get up attack range, and I just feel like he has such a good sense for the timings on that. So,
all right,
yeah,
no, that's definitely a possibility. Like I definitely like ended up standing like over here, and get up attack won't hit at all. Like on this stage that would work, but on generally most stages are this size right here.
Mm-hmm.
And like get up attack covers like this, and it's just too much, and you kind of have to shield. So I would say that mix-up is stage dependent, but if you want to do what Will's doing and it works for you, then I would say go ahead and like let me know, because like this is something I struggle with too. But looking at the situation, this was what I would do.
True. I'm gonna try both. I'm gonna try it all.
Was that an accident? The full hop laser?
Let me see.
Yeah. You have him here, and then like, and then you do this.
I think I was trying to fade back.
Okay, because a lot of the time, this match, you try to read him being here. He'll like full hop, and then you try to read him here. I feel like that's such a hard call out. Last time you got it, I was like, I'm surprised you got it. You know, you guys play a lot though. But I think being grounded is just way more beneficial. Like, you know, opposed to going for this read. But if you're in the corner, full hopping, and like maybe side being to side plat, or doing a full hop down air to not side plat, top plat, and doing a full hop down air to top plat. Even being on the side platform's good, just to get out of the corner, right? Yeah, but not really get a punish on him, or a hard read. Especially if like the roles are reversed. If he's in the corner and you're on the floor here, and like you full hop to cover him jumping, like it's not the best either. You're just giving up stage control. The reason this worked out is because you ended up here, and that's perfect. But the laser, I was wondering about. I was trying to find a pattern. Nice. Ooh, okay. Punish game is something you need to work on a little bit. I think I'm pretty good at look at for punish game, because I don't do anything fancy. I'm just super straightforward, like dare shine, up tilt into like a weak hit into like edge guard, and then that's it. That's all she wrote.
So what do you think? What option do you think?
Like here you got your shine. And I think you should wait for a tech option because he's gonna end up there first, and that's inevitable. So I would land on platform, and then you throw out your move, and then he teched at the same time. That was the issue here. There are times where you are here, still in the air, and your opponent is like lower than you, like around here, and they're gonna tech first, and you have to like not do anything and land, and then reaction tech chase. The ideal situation, that's why people like shine and like dare people back onto the platform and fast fall with them to land at the same time. That way you can like, you know, just be there. That's the whole point. You want to be there when they're there. But sometimes you do have to wait for them and let them do the thing. That's like that's huge. That's like super huge in tech chasing platforms.
That's actually a situation that comes up a lot where I feel like I'm choosing punishes that are not optimal for continuing them, and I feel like this is a good example of me not reacting to the situation well, because even if I don't do what you said, I can maybe just wait under the platform and try to react to his tech option, and then maybe go up with another shine or something. I feel like there's like so many better options than what I did there.
Yeah, well, yeah. The idea here is just to wait, to let him let him choose an option here. Just because he's fucked. Like, he's on the platform, and that's it. Also, most people, a lot of the time, even top players, when they're getting tech chased onto a platform, they will tech in place. So you want to stay as close to him as possible. See how you're literally touching him? This is perfect. If you just landed and did nothing, and then like up tilted or shined, it's going to hit 90-80% of like the community. Like 10 out of 10. So it's something to keep in mind. Even I do it.
Yeah, I think that's where the experience comes through. I just feel like I need to go into those situations and think about them more, and yeah, I gotta try that for sure.
Okay, yeah, I recommend that. Just cover tech in place on platforms most of the time. The refresh. Oh no. Aw. Alright.
I don't know why I'm jumping up towards him there. Should be probably like punishing landing.
So, how do I say? I look at the game, I'm pretty sure I've said this before, maybe you heard it, in phases. Like, there's a neutral game phase, there's punish game phase, or when you get hit, you're in like defense phase. I label this as like Halo phase, like you died, like now you have invincibility. Now the game here is like, you have two options. I generally say, I usually tell this to people. Your two options are to cover to cover his movement. You can call him out on movement, or you can go for stage control. And that's like really it. That's all you can do. It really depends on the matchup. Really depends on what they're doing. Like if somebody's on ledge, I'm like not gonna be there. It's like, all right, fuck it, you got it. I'm just gonna go for stage control because you gotta play me. And let's say what happens here. He's definitely moving around. Yeah. So he was here, came here, went here, and went back up there. And that's like a circle. And that's like what you generally want to like look for. Like he went from here to here. This is perfect. He went from here to here. And I'm pretty sure he went here and then went back up here. I'm pretty sure that's what he did. Yeah. So you see this triangle he just did? That is what you want to like kind of look for and like identify. That way, now you know like generally what he's doing. You can hit him here. You can like hit him here, or like, you know what I mean. You can like find the spots in the pattern, or you can go for stage control. Like you see how all this shit is mad work. And you gotta like make a read. You know, that's why it's okay. You can go for stage control, and that's completely fine. You're on the floor too. Like you're on the floor, and like he has to come down. Perfect spot. Like you already have the stage control, just because he avoided you. Now he's on the floor, and now he has control. Now you have control. Now, yeah. See the game there? Like, you know what I mean? Whoever's on the floor has control, and that's like huge. In the Ditto, people will full hop. Some people will full hop a lot, and you'll jump up with them, and they'll just down air, and then you jump up and you jump into a down air, and it's like kind of fucked. So you gotta be careful with that a lot. It's just not worth jumping into a down air. Nice. I think you knew. You knew that he was gonna try to like wall jump fucking side B. Alright.
Cool.
I'm gonna label one last thing because this might help you against like the randomness that happens at ledge.
Yeah, I also have a question after this. One more question.
Alright, let me show you this real quick. So there's this spot right here.
Mm-hmm.
There is this spot right here. Let's go with a different color. And then there's this spot right here, generally. Alright. So the yellow is like super safe. You're letting them choose. And there's no way possible that like you're getting opened up. And like this is the like how do I say? You know when the game starts and like you're not really sure how they play or what they're gonna do, and you sort of want to like check them, see, you know, like let them show you. This is that spot. This is the I don't know what you're gonna do, but I'm ready for anything, and you just know what you're opening me up. So
I
then
know what would do there.
well, yeah, but generally that's like the idea. So yeah, you're so far away. They choose whatever option, then you keep a mental note of that option. The middle is pretty good because if he does it at side B from ledge or side B, wall jump side B, you can shield, and then you're close enough to the middle stage where you can actually punish him. Now the blue is so close, and this is the call out area. This is you telling him that your ledge dashes are ass. You're probably gonna double laser. I'm gonna punish you. You're gonna aerial from ledge probably, and I'm in a position to punish you. This is the call out area, I would say. You want to be in the middle and use yellow first to check what they're doing. That's my opinion.
If I'm in the yellow, 100% of the time, Will's doing a low double laser from ledge.
All right. Well, that's fine. All right. So this is the game I've been playing with people in the Ditto. I'll be in the yellow to show them that I'm far, so they don't side B at me. And then I'll like stay there long enough for them like to want to double laser. Then I'll run up, hold down into the blue.
Yeah.
And then it's too late. They already like decided on double laser, and now I'm punishing double laser. I do that to Bobby a lot, where like he doesn't know. He gets so mixed up in his head. Like, should I double laser? Should I side B? And he doesn't know which one because I'm like showing him one and then covering the other. And that's the game you can play too.
Bobby doesn't ledge dash?
No. Bobby side B. He does the jump back side B that I was talking about. Like he'll jump back way to B side B, or he'll jump back and then side B to side plat, or double laser. That's all he does. And the jump back side B is hard to deal with. You already know it's a beat change. And then side B to side plat is really hard to cover because you have to read this. You have to go out of your way and be in this perfect ass position to like cover it. You know, it's huge. It's hard to deal with. Even when you get the punish, you don't get something meaningful. You get like an up air here. He edge cancels it, so like the shine's probably gonna miss. It's just hard to deal with. And if you're here in the yellow, ready for him to come down on top of you, you can actually like wave dash back or dash back and then punish him like trying to come down on top of you. Like this is a really good spot to be in general. Ginger told me this.
Gotcha.
Yeah. I think that's how you should think about ledge. What was your question?
The one I just asked, or my actual questions?
The actual question. Did you just ask something?
I said, did you take lessons from Ginger?
Oh, no, I didn't.
Okay, so my last question was going to be basically, when do you think you should be going in with the high aerial mix-up in the Falco Ditto? Like, because my general rule is always go for like the low aerials, but sometimes you gotta mix in the high aerials. Is that something you do only at like mid to high percents? And because like the way I think about low aerials is like there's so many advantages to them on shield, against CCing. So I'm just kind of curious what your thoughts are on using mid to high aerials when you think that's optimal.
Okay, so let me see if I can find the spot. Does he just die? Yeah, he does. Nice. I'm like looking for neutral. How's it? So I'm looking for a spot. That's fine. Alright. So the way I look at high and low, if I'm doing a high aerial, I want to cut it like coming down to where I end up here. Like I don't want to get punished. I don't want to get shined out of shield. I don't want to get out smashed out of shield. I want to bait them. I want to hit them in a way where I cut an angle and end up in front of them for my high aerials. Because that's basically showing them I'm doing a high aerial, but I'm not in a position to die. That's kind of the only time, honestly, that I go for high aerials. Besides that, I'm doing like maybe like rising aerials and drifting away anyways. But I don't think it's ever good to do a high aerial and land on top of them, ever. Just because like it's just unsafe. Because they have how do I say? There's actually a video on this I can show you.
Well, if they're not at CC percent, so you don't have to worry about the CC shine. You don't ever use high aerials to like mix them up and call them out for like interrupting their laser or something?
No, honestly, no. I use I interrupt lasers with lasers and like wait dash forward shine. That's it. If I know they're gonna shoot a laser, I probably just wait dash forward shine them. You can nair at them because my general rule is nair when they're in the air and dare when they're on the ground. Because it's amazing. Because if you nair them while they're in the air, now they have to hit the floor. They're not in a prime position to like do anything to you. And you can get a shine most of the time before they hit the ground, and it's like so lit. Especially against floaties. But have you seen that Drugged Fox video that came out or no?
Mango habits.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, hold on. Do you remember when he talked about like high aerial and
cross
the
up?
Yeah, cross up, but the general thing is that when you do a high aerial, people are able to move before you. That's like the general idea.
So
that's why it's better. That's why it's just way better to do a lower aerial because it gives you more time. Hold on, I'm pressing the space bar and this shit's popping off. Alright. So even here, like he did a high aerial and he still had enough time against Falcon. This one was like kind of high behind. It still worked out. You'll do a high aerial like this and it'll still work out sometimes just because like I said, not everyone's gonna be ready for like everything, you know what I mean? You're gonna get away with a lot of stuff just because it's hard to deal with, first of all, and you're mixing it up, second of all. It's just rough. Like Mango does a high ass aerial there, and then he had enough time to like chase. He like if he did a lower aerial, he would have been on top of him already and shined them. But the fact that it was a little higher, he was able to still chase, which is so good. Like that's high, and he moved way ahead of time, and then he decided. Now he's able to chase.
Yeah, there it makes sense because I mean I think that's, well, to me that's sort of like a read that they're gonna immediately move into stage after getting hit on shield. So the cross up works where you can kind of like mix up the timing where he doesn't go for an immediate shine or something after that area and he just follows them into stage. But there it's cross up, right?
On the Marth?
No, not there. I just mean like in this examples that we're looking at, these are cross up high aerials.
Yeah, these are cross-up aerials, but I know you're talking about high aerial in general. But I'm just trying to show you the general rule of like, if it's high, they can move first, and you want to be lower, because even if you're lower, they can still move first, but you're able to like at least chase, and if you're in front of them and you do high, you know they're gonna probably grab you, but if you're behind them, then it's the same thing, you know.
Well, I agree with that, but at a high percent, can they really move first? They just got hit by an iron.
Well, it doesn't matter. Are they shielding it, or are you talking about like on body?
Well, you're calling them out, so on body ideally. I'm just saying, do you ever use it as like a call out option at a high percent where you don't have to worry about them moving first or CCing or anything like that?
Not really. Not really. Like against Falcon, like it's even coming from shield. Like he'll nair out a shield, and I'll try to nair him for nairing out a shield, or like Marth will fair out a shield, and I'll wait for that fair. Then I'll do a high nair to punish the nair out of shield. But I'm never really like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm calling out of shield options because they have to jump out of shield most of the time. They want to do like something threatening, unless they're wave dashing forward. Even then, the high aerial will beat the wave dash forward. But they can probably like CC grab me or something.
Okay. Well, that's interesting to me. I didn't really expect that. I'm gonna try just eliminating during high aerials.
Yeah, I just don't think it's good. I don't think it's good. How do I say? The reason I say space it, like high aerials on the person's shield, is because now they're gonna think that they can press buttons. If you land here or whatever, it's not like threatening them. They're gonna think they're allowed to play the game. So now when you do a low aerial, they're like, I can play the game still, and they'll try to move, and you have frame advantage now. And that's the whole point. You want to trick them into thinking that they can press the button. That's like what Falco's like amazing at.
Cool.
Yeah. If they're shield camping you, which will happen a lot of the time, because like your mix-ups are gonna get too good, they won't know what the fuck to do, so they just hold shield. But that also beats Falco. Camping shield and platform camping beat Falco like a lot. So that's where grab comes in. We haven't talked about grab. Grab is I always say grab completes the blunder, meaning that if you're spacing your aerials and they think they can move, and you start doing low aerials and they're not allowed to move, so now they're holding shield. Now you grab them, and then that completes everything. Now they can't do anything. It's just over.
Yeah, and I'm sure you recommend if you're gonna grab them, try to forward throw them, because I feel like Falco's up throw is dog shit, sort of. I mean, Will always tells me never to up throw because he SDIs my lasers like 90% of the time and I get nothing off of it.
Where does he SDI them?
Say that again?
Where does he SDI them?
To the sides.
If you can get a read on which side he's SDIing them, you can get a punish. If he DIs the throw and not the lasers, you can get a punish. If he DIs up, then you can't get a punish.
Yeah.
Yeah, but even if he SDIs the lasers, it's kind of hard because like I even do a mix up where I get up thrown and I'll DI the first few lasers to the right, then the last few lasers to the left, and then people react to the right because I'm going right, and then I'm magically going left. Forward throw, 37% on like every character in the game, it knocks down, so you become Sheik and you just tech chase people. It's kind of nice. So I'll forward throw someone, they're probably not gonna tech it because they don't know this information, and then I'll just like down air them immediately, and then into an up tilt, and I get a free punish. The up throw is good, but it's matchup dependent. Marth, you always want to up throw Marth. Always. Even at high percents, because you can get a free down air most of the time. At lower percents, if he holds in or no DIs, you get a fair, and he'll take all hits of fair. Most Marths these days are holding away because they know that now. So now you can start sharking them. You just don't do the fair and shark them early. You gotta check them. I would do the fair almost every time just to check them.
Sweet.
Yeah. I don't know. That's really about it. Spacey's out back throw, by the way. I think back throw is how do I say, underutilized. You can get so much out of a back throw. It's crazy.
I only do it at ledge when I'm trying to get like an early kill or something.
Yeah, same. I personally need to use it more, but every time I have back thrown, I get a dash attack, I get an air, I get so much because people are just holding away, and when they're holding away and you back throw them, away becomes in.
Yeah, actually, yesterday, Will was playing in a tournament, Maple Syrup, and he lost ninth place to Slow King.
Oh.
And yeah, it was a really close set. He did actually he had a sick clip on he wall jumped there at Slow King.
Damn.
But anyway, it went to last game, last stock, and the way he lost was Slow King back threw him and immediately went in with a dare off stage, and yeah, I fucked him.
And it hit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, did he jump into it, or just it was perfect?
It was. I think it was a perfect percent where he couldn't do anything, so it was a back throw and an immediate jump in.
Damn. That sucks, dude. Yeah, back throw is spicy, super spicy. Any questions before we end? I'm gonna end at 6:30.
Sure. Well, one question. I saw that in the Patreon benefits, you also listed that you get an hour sesh of just playing you. Does that account?
Oh, it's like a separate thing. Where you can pay for that, or you can do a lesson with me. It's either or.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. See, I was trying to find a way to make people not think it's both.
Because
I need to word it better.
When you put it, it includes all benefits of the other tiers. You're thinking does that mean also an hour of gameplay as well?
Well, no, I specifically wrote. I'm pretty sure. Let me check now. Now I'm curious. Let's see.
3 patrons. Let's go.
Hype that. Thank you.
I don't understand how it's 68 per month though.
I don't know. I think someone gave me just monies on the support thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
I was gonna pay you more when I was asking for lessons back in the day. I was gonna pay you more than 25.
Nah. I need to do this right now and structure myself. 'Cause I feel like I could have went over so much more with you. There's so many things unsaid, I feel like. And I wanted you to talk a little more to get a general idea, see if I'm actually helping you, because I'm actually not sure. It's just a lot. I need to structure myself way better to charge more. But I do have the information.
I respect that.
I'll get better over time. How the fuck do I see my, there we go. I don't know how any of this shit works. No.
Yeah, I'll go. Because I think if you go to your page without being logged in, you won't have to do it.
I feel like I've done this before though, where I was able to see my own stuff. Alright, I'll just look at it. I'm pretty sure I wrote includes tier 1 benefits. Not all of it.
Hold on. Oh yeah, I see here. It says tier 1 benefits.
Alright, cool.
It's $3 per month, right?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Alright, bet. But yeah, any questions? Anything at all? You want to leave with?
No, I mean I pretty much asked everything on my mind. We can always go over more another lesson if there's more. So I'll just review this VOD. You're gonna upload it to YouTube, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be unlisted though. So I'll just give you a link, and then it's gonna be in the Patreon and all that good stuff.
Okay, but you don't mind if I share that with Will? I don't know if that matters.
Nah, you can do literally whatever you want with it. You paid for it.
Okay. Alright, well, thank you, Angel. I really appreciate your time, man.
Yeah, thank you. So, hopefully I see you good.
No problem. Alright, man. Take care. I hope your next lesson goes well.
Peace.